What's up, Harry? How you doing, man? Just shooting this video for you. Sorry, it took a couple of extra days. We had a pretty busy week last week and busy weekend as well. It's been good. Super busy with our new business, so we've been happy. Now to try and get you a little bit more busy with your tires. Now, I'm just having a look at your website here first. There's a couple of things I want to point out, and they are where you're currently ranking. So let's go and have a look at that. And your current ranking is pretty much all of these ones with your name. And if I just filter it on position here, you're in position 9, which is page 1 for Harry's Tires and Harry's Tires, or Harry Tires and Harry's Tires. So people are searching for, I guess, for you, which is pretty interesting, 100 times per month, unless there's another Harry's Tires that we don't know about. But anyway, you're getting a few clicks from those, but because they are so volume is search volume per month. So Harry Tires is placed into Google and searched for 100 times per month. Traffic is how many clicks per month you're gaining from that, and position is your position on Google search results. So you can see here, you're on page 1 for a couple, and then you sort of come down to page 2, page 3, 4, 6, 7, page 8, page 9. And the idea with these keywords is to get like anything that applies to your service, like tire replacement, tire repair, mobile tire replacement, San Diego, tire, tire puncture, San Diego. Like you get as many as you can, and you build this volume up to where it's thousands. And then when you're showing up for thousands of searches, you start to pick up hundreds and to thousands of clicks once you're on page 1 for more of them. So that's the idea of it. You build on all of these numbers. So to show you what that would sort of look like, I've put in Tire San Diego. Interesting enough, this was the best keyword I could find at the moment because to be honest, there's not a lot of competition in the mobile tires area. So I'll show you that first, and then I'll show you this. So I've chosen Discount Tire. Obviously, they're huge, but still very relevant. And I chose these guys from another keyword. I think I just put in mobile tire installation San Diego or something like that, and these guys popped up. Now, before I go into these guys anymore, I'll come back to your website and explain the 3 things that we use to rank your site, 3 main things. And number 1 is content on your website. Number 2 is called backlinks, and number 3 is citations. And I'll explain them sort of as I go. But content on your website, I'm referring to words and images. Google likes to see at least 1,500 to 2,000 words on your homepage, and lots of these good personalized image. That's a great image. Google indexes that information or stores that information and keeps it on file so it knows exactly who you are, what you are, where you are, and that there's enough relevant information for someone to come along and make an informed decision of your service. So it's pretty important to have that content on there. It also allows you to get in those extra keywords. The more content you've got, the more times you can write down automobile tires San Diego, whatever the keyword is you're going after. And now, if we come across to these guys to have a look at their content to see like what you'd need to start beating them out just in that regard, yeah, not a lot. So step 1, these guys are going to be easy to beat. In fact, this is really stupid how they've got this huge big thing hanging down over half their website. I hate it when people do that. And then coming across the Discount Tire, really, really basic site for such a big company. Obviously, there's a lot to it, but it's a very poor aesthetic design, I think. Although I am looking specifically at their San Diego shop, not their overall website. And as we go down, very little content. However, because this is such a big website, they are able to use the power of their whole site to rank this one page. And I'll show you what I mean by that when we get to backlinks. So backlinks are just anywhere one website refers to another in the form of a clickable link, and they come from referring domains or referring websites. And these links, what they do is basically transfer authority from one website to another, and Google looks at that as a way of building trust with that new website. And the more trust you have, the better there's better quality backlinks than others, and when you get more of those better quality backlinks, you start ranking for more of those keywords that you've gotten into your content on page 1, and this organic traffic, which is unpaid or unadvertised traffic, starts going through the roof. So at the moment, you're getting about 10 clicks per month. This is an estimation on behalf of this tool we use called Ahrefs, but they get a lot of their statistics straight from Google, and they also have their own algorithms that calculates quite accurately. So, 10 clicks per month, not too many at the moment. If I come across to have a look at these guys, they're only getting 20, and that's because they've only got 9 backlinks and 5 referring domains. However, the keyword that I typed in, they happen to be on page 1 for it, obviously, and in the number 1 spot. So I got these guys, but it's a pretty poor example of what you could expect because they're not ranking for a whole lot. Now, if we come to Discount Tires, and I've only put in their San Diego page here. I'm not looking at their whole website because their whole website would show up probably a couple 100,000 clicks per month. But on this page alone, they're using a lot of this DR ranking here to power this page, but they've still managed to get 274 backlinks from 53 referring domains, which is ranking them for 135 keywords in the top 100 and a bunch in the top 10. And obviously that's bringing them in 922 clicks per month. So even if you're sort of gaining half of that, 500 or so, and there's no reason why you can't get more and more and more, but just start with, I'd be looking around trying to get you up to that 400 or 500 mark if that was possible, and that's something we can sit down and look at to make sure that we can achieve that. But this is just letting you know sort of what is possible if you start. And as I say, this isn't that hard to outrank this page of these guys. It looks daunting because they are a huge company, but this specific page isn't actually ranked that highly. This isn't hard to beat, so you could definitely start pulling in some of those clicks. But they are getting a lot of those clicks because people know who they are. But that's where you start, isn't it? By getting that brand awareness out there. So that's number 2, backlinks, and then number 3 is citations. And citations are just anywhere your business name, number, and address is located or on any directories exactly as it's seen on your Google My Business. And the more of those you have, the more likely you are to, if you've got more than these guys, you're going to outrank these guys in this top 3 here. And that's really important because the top spot can add around 30% more clicks on your organic search results from down here. And people are actually starting to use this more and more often for local businesses. So if you can get into that top 3, that 30% is only growing for this top spot. And no one ever clicks view all. So if you've got to Google My Business and you're not in the top 3, it's not pointless, but it's almost pointless. It goes like something like 30%, 20%, and then I think it's less than 10%, maybe 15% for this bottom one. So once you get to view all, if you're in spot 4, you're probably dropping down to 1 or 2%. Same as when you drop onto page 2 of Google results here. Like I don't think anyone's ever seen that page. It's a good place to bury a dead body. So with that, mate, I hope that you sort of learned something, you got something out of that. So the 3 steps were content, backlinks, and then citations for the map pack, and just showing you sort of what is possible, getting up there around that 900 sort of click mark, bringing in 500 clicks per month to your site, getting you that hopefully sort of 200, 250 calls. This is as a beginning, and hopefully you could land around 10% of those guys and look at like 20, 25 extra clients per month. So that's it's all possible, but let's talk more later on. But I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks, buddy. Bye.